Here, cheers, man. Thanks for coming in.
You came here.
I guess I came here. Thanks for me coming in.
So, you look good, by the way.
We'll be back.
You look good, by the way.
Thanks. I didn't look like this when I woke up. You
said you didn't look like this when you woke up?
No.
So you had hair this morning?
No, actually, no. I shaved my head. Well, I didn't shave it. My fiance shaved last weekend. Just because COVID, you don't want to go out and interact with a lot of people. It's like, you know what? My hair looks like shit. It took nothing. 10 minutes.
Did you go bald or just like?
It was a little bit shorter than this. We didn't bick it. Yeah. I don't like bicking my hair.
You look like 10 years younger, even like aside from the gray. Because as long as I've known you, you've had gray hair. But who cares about that? Like, but again, it does. You look like you got 10 years off your.
Yeah, it's amazing what a little bit of self-care can do. Like I woke up. The hair was last weekend. I woke up today. We woke up late. We were up late last night because we had no work today. I was like, well, fuck. I looked in the mirror and I was done in the bathroom. I was like, fuck, I got to shave. I'm going on camera today. I look like shit. I was okay. I had a little bit more disheveled looking.
I shaved today.
Hair. Yeah, I didn't take everything down. I trimmed up a little bit of this, but hair's gone. Like my hair, like I put it this way. I don't have your hair. Like, my hair grows out like a fucking Brillo pad. Like I can't even, it's untamable when it's a certain length. It looks like fucking shit. And I can't even wear a hat without fucking flaps coming out of the fucking. My dad, like when I have similar hair to my dad, like he wore a hat when he was growing up, and this hair was like out the fucking here, like rabbit.
I think this is a weird thing. I feel like hair was doing something on its own in the 70s. Like there was something in the DNA. There was of the so 70s much hair. That like everybody's hair just grew up.
Well, that was
then the 80s. They teased it.
Oh,
and so they were faking it.
Yeah.
But like you go look back, and so like my father, his hair was just bushy, and like pretty much how this is going, where it's like.
So you must have your. I was gonna say you must have your mother's hair then, because
my mother's hair is very thin, like I have it on top, and then my father's hair is very bushy, like
same with my
like
dad.
I have it in the back.
Yeah.
And my hair's blonde like my mom's, but like his hair is just bushy. His brown.
Brown.
Yeah.
Same with my dad. I mean, Mom.
No, your dad's gray.
It was brown. But Chris and John, my brothers, they have hair similar to yours. It's like a finer, thinner, kind of like they can grow their hair.
You got your mom's hair?
Yeah, and I got Dad's. Dad's is like a fucking, like I said, it's like a goddamn fucking bush. And he, Dad keeps it pretty trim himself. But, I've been styling it, sometimes flip back if I don't shave it all the way down, but I like to keep it trim as much as I can.
But there is like a big, like looking at you right now, or you
I look different.
But I'll say the contrast of your facial hair to your other hair, and and maybe whatever other hair is like the big contrast.
It's like look at my eyebrows. Like eyebrows comparable to my head. Like this is my natural color, like a brownish brown.
It'd be great if you want to dye your hair, because you just go to the salon. It's just like, well, what color do you want to dye your hair?
My eyebrows.
This.
Yeah. Maybe I should. Maybe I look 15 years younger.
Okay, so like I said, you look 10 years younger now. You would look probably almost 20 years younger if you had this clean shaven. Like
I'm gonna keep it more. Because I'm going over to Mom and Dad's more for Easter as well. Yeah. I don't want to look like.
That being said, though, too, the gray is fine.
I did a poll on Facebook a couple years ago, and I was in midlife crisis. And I told them, I was like, should I?
You went gray at like 18.
No, it was in high school though. Maybe a little bit after high school. When we met, was I gray?
You were dyed it black, but it was gray.
I used to dye mine fucking.
You were
black,
you were fucking.
If you can, I'll have to bring up some pictures.
Very emo kid.
In high school, I used to dye it jet black, spike it up, and I wore all black in high school, chains, fucking bracelets, and whatever, man. Like I was a metal kid, and
I'm wearing black. And
black is also very black. I like
goes to show we never grow up.
It's true. Like I look the best. I don't do a lot of bright colors unless I'm like going out somewhere, maybe like a fancy fucking restaurant.
I just can never get through bright colors. Like
I can.
Black and blue work.
Yeah.
And everything else, like green maybe, anything
I
else.
like
I
dark
can't.
greens.
Like if I wear red,
I can't do bright reds. I don't do like pinks. I don't do bright colors on me. Like for instance, I was at my my best friend's wedding. One of my best friends' wedding because I have multiple best friends. I had to pull that out there. Like you're one of them, obviously. My friend from childhood.
yeah, I never got married.
No, my friend from childhood, Luke. He was getting married and did get married, and I was at his wedding. I was his best man, and he chose like pistachio green for my shirt, and he never consulted me about it first off.
Is that something you like? Wouldn't like? Okay, so like with all the like you're a best man.
Yeah.
Is there other groomsmen?
No, he did it very very smallish in a backyard where he was living in his house, and I was no groomsmen. I think there was one bridesmaid, if I'm not mistaken. And
did she match your color?
Yes. Yeah. The colors
and they
matched.
chose that.
Yeah, Luke and his wife.
Well, it's their wedding. As long as something's matching, as long as you're just not saying, "Okay, you're wearing this shirt."
Oh yeah, you got to be formal. Yeah, just don't show up in ripped fucking jeans. Yeah, I mean like, and like a "fuck you" T-shirt. I mean it's got to be formal, right? So
yeah, seen that.
You show up wearing a Stone Cold Steve Austin T-shirt. By the way, if you showed up to my wedding wearing like Stone Cold Steve or like a black metal T-shirt, you're fucking going in the front. You're in all the pictures. You know, like my wedding, I want everybody to be comfortable, and we're if it goes to plan. We're not doing the big, massive wedding like we planned because thanks COVID, yeah, can't do big crowds anymore.
I'm coming to the wedding though.
There's a party.
Whoa.
So here's the thing: the wedding itself, if we go to plan with it, it's only going to be immediate family, and then when we get back, there's going to be a party.
But I am immediate family. I'm a MacIsaac.
You're Blois.
Yeah, but still, look at like I. Remember that time I moved you?
I know. If I had it my way, man.
You do. It's your wedding.
I know, but with if the
respect to like the fiance, obviously she has the last say. But
yeah, no. If unless they fucking reverse the rules, this is the way it's gonna be, and then it's gonna be only me because of the size. Actually, Luke's sister had to
wear like a hazmat suit or some shit.
Oh man, like. I'm gonna have a blow up party though. It's gonna be all out. Like it's gonna be probably if I have it our way, it's gonna be at our house, which we rent a house and we have a big backyard. We can have a big barbecue or whatever the hell we're gonna do for food. And obviously you're gonna be there. I want you to play maybe some music for me too. Like you can.
When are you guys planning on getting married? Do you guys have that date?
If everything goes to plan, it's gonna be this August 15th, I believe. If I'm not mistaken.
So close to my birthday.
Yeah.
Always. I was glad it wasn't the first choice was like what, August 24th?
It was always in August.
Yeah, but like Gary, your first choice was August 24th to get married. The day before my birthday.
Your birthday's the 23rd.
25th.
Or no, sorry, yeah, 25th.
Math.
So,
and
sorry, I'm tired.
And then it's like I was like, dude, you're getting married on my birthday. So
Emily
that means
chose the date, so I don't know what the fuck. Like I just say, you know what? Throw a dart at a board, whatever number it lands on, that's the date. So, but I think this time it's not going to be around your birthday. So
no, yeah, that's good because 15th is actually I think it's nobody's birthday.
Yeah, no, it shouldn't be. But yeah, no, we'll see how it goes, man. Nothing's to my knowledge not completely finalized, but the way we were going to do it last time, this is the third shot of this. Anyways, I'm not going to go deep.
Yeah, no, I understand. Yeah, like you had to plan a few times.
Well, it's going to be at a fucking, at a canoe club in Dartmouth, and we would have had over 100 people, you included. But restrictions came in, and it's like, well, fuck you, we're not doing this anymore. We had to postpone it again. So, yeah.
Is Amanda going?
Well, it's going to be like my groomsmen is Chris and John, so it's their significant others kind of thing, and I think it's going to be mom and dad and
Emily's family. Can't be a groomsman.
I had to pick John and Chris. It's nothing. It's dude. I had a hard enough time.
No, you can add a third group.
We'll talk, maybe off camera. But believe me, the party's going to be
okay.
The tits.
Okay. Who do you think's going to throw you the best bachelor party? Out of me, John, or Chris?
I don't even know what the fuck we're doing anymore. I wanted to do it.
I know there's a lot more difficulties. But it doesn't mean you can't make the party happen that was planned to happen.
I want to do something as well. Like it's coming up. Like it's Jesus. We're almost into May. No, we are.
Chances are, I will say, for
I wanted to
place,
yeah. Well, I wanted to
probably do it here.
Fantastic.
But it's all your party.
I don't know if Chris and John's, because it's supposed to be the best man setting it up for. But I mean, if you want to do it, like, I don't think they want to. I don't.
No,
think they
definitely.
want that.
Like, I'm gonna be consulting with them too, because it's
I think it should. I mean,
it's not going to be a fucking hangover movie, but it's
no. We're not going to Vegas. We're not going to strippers, maybe.
Well, COVID too kind of stops like Hangover 4, just drunk at home.
Yeah, that's the thing, man. Like, if this was pre-COVID,
most boring movie ever. What happened last night?
You went to
well,
bed.
I remember this, and I remember that.
I've done my own hangover movies at home, and some of the most epic ones happen at home, by the way. But
sometimes you can get a good hangover, and if you're around the right people, you'll get a hangover swagger.
Yeah, it's true what they say. Hair of the dog absolutely works. Remember that really epic Halloween party we threw at Kennard Street when we were living in Halifax?
Dude. Okay, number one, there's been a few epic parties at
this is the Halloween party.
There's been a few epic parties at everybody's place.
That's true. You've had some really fucking.
I'm not even talking about just mine. I'm talking about like where that was. The Sun's Omen House.
The Halloween party we threw though.
Party down. You were down Barrington.
Oh yeah, yep. I miss house parties. You know what I mean? Like,
we all like. It's a weird thing. I'm gonna say because you're okay. So like you're getting married. You've pretty much been married for like the last 10 years.
11.
Well, no, that's how long you've been together. So it's been felt like a fucking marriage since day one.
Well, no. I actually didn't even. It was actually weird. Fate handed me a weird deck of cards that day, man, because it was never even supposed to happen. Like I invited Emily back to. It was your debut show, the Judas Priest, Screaming for Vengeance down at the old Seahorse, which I miss, and.
That was a fantastic show.
It was a great show. Oh man, like
that was one of the funnest nights of my life.
Oh, like probably one of the best shows you guys ever pulled off. I miss those days.
Everybody came to see it.
I miss you fucking gyrating your fucking hips all over the stage. You fucking you command that guitar. The guitar's an extension of your dick. Basically, don't deny that.
So much knee and neck damage from windmills at the best windmill.
You're never much of a headbanger when you play, though.
Oh yeah, no.
You get into it
depending on the song. So like Judas Priest is and Sons. They're difficult songs.
Yeah.
When there was a groove, I'm in it,
mm-hmm.
and I'll fucking because I'm there to I'm fucking.
You get you get the headspace is there, especially if it's a good show.
I haven't fucking played like live.
You must fucking miss that so fucking much.
I didn't know what my last live show was. Was it that Sun's Omen show?
Was that really the last show? That was at the fucking where was that?
No, it was but it was down by there, and I can't remember.
Yes, it was at the auction house. The auction house.
It wasn't the auction?
Yes, it was.
Was it? No,
yes,
no. It started with a C.
Company House.
Company House.
Yeah. You guys played it.
I had to sing that.
I remember that
the singer didn't show up.
Yeah, who will remain nameless didn't show up. He was a diva in his own right, but you took over singing.
I tried to sing that night.
Well, you had no idea, man.
I had a night to practice,
and that was.
And I probably pulled off about 30% is kind of a lot.
I'll give you 32.
It's like 32%.
But it wasn't your fucking fault. You had a guy that was supposed to be there.
No, I had to, it wasn't even a thing really I had to do that. Actually, there's a lot of things to that. But anyways, so I haven't played live in
when the fuck was that?
Oh, God, I don't even know now.
5, 6 years?
I'll say 6. Maybe 7. I could be off. I'm not good with.
I am terrible. So am I
with dates.
Same.
I remember certain things by maybe somebody who I've been like a girlfriend.
Yeah.
That being said, though, like I was in a 5-year relationship. Those 5 years are just like I can't differentiate any of those years.
You're done. Yeah.
No, I can't. I knew I was with her, but there's a 5-year period. So I don't know if it happened in this year or that year.
I sometimes fuck up when I graduate high school. I have to look at my old diploma. I can't even remember half the time when I graduated high school, man.
I remember because I didn't.
Oh. That date's
I got my good enough diploma.
Did you get the good enough degree?
Yeah, I got my good enough diploma, but I had to go back and take. I had to go take academic high school math for a year before I went to college to take. Yeah, to take my whatever my trade, whatever the fuck it is. But yeah, so like basically, I'm educated ish, and yeah.
Same.
But I don't like
me and you.
Actually, I know I got my GED when I was 21. I remember that, and I started.
Was it correspondence, or did you have to go to a building
for my GED?
Yeah.
No, building. So basically, you have the GED book.
Something's happening off the. Oh, you have it over there.
No, I don't know. I don't think I do.
I should have kept that. That would have been a piece of your history.
It's not the best piece.
My diplomas got destroyed in a fucking flood. My high school diplomas, and
mine are in frames in a box.
So were mine, and also I had 2 yearbooks from whatever years. I didn't get all 3 years for some reason. So I had great memories. I had fucking all kinds of signatures in both my fucking yearbooks from high school. Can't remember what grades. And my fucking the 2 things they give you for your diplomas when you graduate high school, they're all fucking done. They're damaged. They were in a flood. They got heavily damaged, and that's part of my history.
Like how heavily damaged? Like
the books were fucking like
rubber. Okay. So say fuck. Yeah, I understand the books, but
the diplomas,
were they in frames?
Yeah, but the glass must have broke at some point.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So they were heavily damaged. I did not. Yeah,
I was thinking like if they got wet, they'd still be in there, and if they're in the frame, like it's going to be damaged, but it still should be legible.
Yeah.
And I don't know how bad. Like it's almost like if it all turned one color stain, then you're probably still good. Just might make it look fancy.
Dude, I was.
Or say you graduated in the 20s or some shit.
Yeah.
But what I was gonna say is the GED thing. So you get the book, you study the book. It kind of just gives you like a heads up of what you're gonna be doing on the test. It's
like summer school, a couple weeks, and you're good. Like,
not even a couple. No, there's no classes. It's just you go in to take the test. Like they're testing you this day, and then you go get the book. You study, you know what the book is going to be about. The test is going to be about a boot or beat.
So they do like what, like your math and your English and your whatever.
So I'll say like my math was fucking horrid all through my life.
Same.
Until I took academic.
I'm learning a lot about you.
Until I took academic math for to get into my college thing.
Right.
So like I'm talking horrid. Like so my first year of high school math, grade 10 math, I got a 40%.
Where'd you go?
Second year, St. Pat's. Second year, I got a 20%.
Ouch.
Third year, I dropped out.
You just said fuck it.
Yeah.
Like I'm not doing what I need to do here.
My math on the GED test just passed. Like probably must have been on the line or some shit. And then I went and took my academic math, and I
100%.
got 93% overall.
Yes.
There were supposed to be 2 other subjects in the math course I was going to that you're technically supposed to take, which is statistics and something else.
Right.
Both of those things, the teacher says he knew what I was going to take, and he's like, statistics and this, like, you're not going to need it, and I know you wouldn't fail it. So it's like, like my first test, I got 100%.
Fucking.
And like he just like he was a great. I love the guy too. Charlie Bailey was like math teacher. He'll probably never see this, but it's like he was a great teacher. Learned a lot. Like like he was just good. All that being said is that like the biggest fact is I was trying. Like I wasn't fucking half-assing it.
Yep.
But it showed. But it's just like it was weird because like. It just clicked, right? It's not even that I tried hard. It's just like anytime I looked at it, it was like, okay. It just started to work. And then math was just like, oh, I'm good at math now.
Now did that
and
stick?
I was absolutely horrid. I'm like, I don't remember all the formulas and all this shit, really.
Do you remember your bed maths? brackets, exponents.
Well, I remember
division,
that foil,
yeah,
and all this shit.
another one.
I understand those certain formulas. I'll actually say so. I'm an electronic engineering technician. It's not like a fucking big deal. It's like the lowest of the polls, but
do you need to know formulas for any of that kind of shit, or like
you're supposed like so they teach you the basic like formula of electricity of like how do you calculate voltage, and it's like say it's resistance over current or whatever it might be. Like that's what I don't remember. So but I go, as long as I can look it up, I go on Google and just like, okay, what's the formula? I know it. Once I see it that one way, I know how to twist it all around, memory. Make it go.
Yep.
It's a puzzle. That's how I looked at it, actually. It's a puzzle. When I first started doing Sudoku, I feel like that's when shit started to click. And then, like, after I started seeing everything else, it was like, wow.
And those are good brain training. I wanted to get into those, too. There's a lot of apps you can get for, like, brain training. And, I'm getting older, man. I'm pushing 40, dude. Like, I don't want to lose my... dementia is a fucking real thing, folks. And I don't want to become, senility, too. If you, senile.
So, I'll say...
you want to keep fresh.
There's... more than just working your brain, and really the go-tos is Sudoku and crosswords.
Yeah, crosswords for me. I used to, and word finds were
fuck word finds.
No,
word finds are fucking like adult fucking.
Well, they're the baby brother of the
fucking Where's Waldo.
I used to, by the way, they taught a lot of that in my elementary. Like
Where's Waldo?
No.
That explains a lot.
I love
that explains a lot right now.
In Where's Waldo, there was a site that I was at recently, and it was breaking down all like the more interesting things about Where's Waldo. There was one of them was a human sacrifice in the background, and they all zoomed in on all these, and there's like a naked guy at one of them, but he was obscured, like it was like wearing like something.
In the actual
in
Waldo,
the Where's Waldo
books.
There's a whole. I'll have to see. I'll send it to you if I can. It's all the like all the adult and like more weird fucking shit, because the fucking books are littered with all these things in the background, because you're obviously looking at every inch of these Where's Waldo books just to find Waldo, and you find it's like, oh, there he is. Oh wait, there's a naked guy. Oh, there's a fucking human sacrifice in the top right.
So how about I say this?
Where's Waldo? I don't even fucking know. Hopefully we can bring this up. We can get maybe we can do a couple pictures for the all two of our
new background pictures. Is gonna be like what does that say? I can't
like
read
wallpaper. That. Your eyes are as good as I am.
No, my
Put your fucking glasses.
My eyes and my speech and everything.
Yeah. See you tomorrow, folks. That's all we got today.
Where's Waldo
background? No, that's gonna give you like a wallpaper.
Background.
Dude, we're old.
What's the word? What's the word?
We need a fucking thesaurus.
You need to fucking at least know one word to get the rest of
them. We're so fucking bad.
I hated it when I was a kid, and I was like, "How do you spell this word?" They're like, "Look it up in the dictionary." I don't even know what it starts with. Like, I'm asking you how to spell it. Give me a fucking, at least say, like, look in the M's.
Yeah.
Just don't, like, tell me to go look in a, like, you're a fucking, like, again, I was, like, fucking 8 years old, but I remember this.
This is back before smartphones.
These are my first world traumas.
Dude, I was right there. I don't fucking know. Where's Waldo?
Background image. But these are just the
It's just going to give you all the fucking...
Where's
Waldo? Inappropriate. Thank you. Good night, folks. Again, we're done.
When's it inappropriate? Go look it up in the dictionary.
Fuck. Is your roommate here that can look it up? Oh wait, I got a fucking smartphone.
Appropriate. Google will tell me if I'm wrong.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Banned Google. Well, no.
Just look at images.
Yeah,
it might.
Actually, I got an idea here.
What did that do? Find SpongeBob. Forget Waldo. What's that one? What's the top one? Forget Waldo. What's this say?
How did the naked clown on...
Yeah! That's what I'm talking about, man. Like, there's all kinds of these fucked up images, dude. Like, hopefully we can show all three of our viewers.
I'll get this.
We can post these up, yeah.
I'm gonna go take a straight look at it right now.
Yeah, John's getting up. We're so there's a naked clown.
That's what they said, a naked clown.
See, and dude, another one. Like I said, there's a human sacrifice.
The naked clown on a pogo stick.
Yeah.
Making it into a children's book. Okay, so I gotta get the fucking picture.
Zoom in. I think if you hit control.
Zoom in is making it all
pixelated.
Trying to find a clown on a pogo stick.
This is our afternoon. This is our afternoon, folks.
Yeah. We're doing where's Waldo.
Now where's Carmen Sandiego?
She's on another webpage.
That was another fun fucking thing too. The show and the video games and shit.
Oh,
you see it?
Just fucking with us, eh? What if there is no clown?
I don't know, man.
Where it's like, I can't find the clown, man.
I kind of want to know where SpongeBob is now for some reason, but.
Oh, there we go. Look at that one.
Is that the same image?
The same image.
Hmm.
So look for a clown on a pogo stick. Is that Waldo? Yeah, right there.
Where's the fucking clown? I'm looking. It's off camera, folks. But
I'll put it on camera as a thingy.
I'm thinking the bottom, John. How hard can it be to find a?
Oh, there he is.
Is he naked?
Yeah, dude.
Oh my god! Can you see anything?
No, he's got the pogo stick in the way.
Hold on, I'm getting up for a
I'll
second.
circle it out, people.
Yeah, hold on. I need to see this shit.
Yeah.
And that's what I mean, dude. Like,
Well,
that and there's a bunch. I mean, it was a different time. You know, 90s were pretty wild. Naked clowns.
nah, everything was pretty man, I miss 90s in a certain sense of that, like say Animaniacs
Oh god.
as
yes.
a cartoon.
The nurse
would not
Hello
nurse. Like you can't
cartoons
say
can be
that
sexy,
no more.
No.
Though Dot did it too.
Yep.
And and they're actually planning on doing like bringing it back, which you know, I have some I loved the original Animaniacs was fucking awesome. Like they were just risque.
Yep.
And like you can't really be risque now.
You can, but for all those for all our 5 viewers out there that are under the age of, I don't know, 10 back then. Animaniacs. Okay. Well, for people that don't know,
if you're under the age of 10,
go
don't watch this.
I thought that was always cool at the beginning of Youth Gone Wild. I don't know if they did a video version, but
they have
the
a
CD
video
version of Youth Gone Wild, Skid Row, rolling. You know, like that was the opening of the fucking song. One of the most iconic songs.
They say rolling?
Rolling. Yeah. Bring it up at some point. It's I don't know if it made it. Look at the video version. I don't know what the fuck.
I don't think it's in the video because all I remember from the video.
Yeah, do the studio.
What is it called?
Youth Gone Wild. One of the best songs. I fucking love. You're a Skid Row guy, aren't you?
I like Skid Row.
Yeah. Recently, been listening to them a little bit lately. I found an old CD of theirs in the car. I was like, "Well, fuck, dude!" Like,
so this is the music video.
Yep. You got audio for this? Let's turn up.
What did he say rolling? I don't think he said rolling.
I can't hear shit.
Hold on.
We're doing a little bit. This is our research episode, folks. I think it's only in. Yeah, he does too. Yeah. Fantastic song. Like I fucking love, dude. This is like.
That's all we can do.
Yeah, we're gonna get sued if we play anymore. Sebastian, if you're out there and watching, where we didn't meet.
Susans, yeah. Yeah,
well, it's Sebastian Bach. He definitely would. He's like Axl Rose on steroids when it comes to that shit, probably. Although, I don't know if he's.
No.
Sebastian's been a diva, but not as to the extent.
Oh,
as
divaness.
Axl. Oh yeah, like.
On diva level,
you can't touch really Axl when it comes to that kind of shit. I mean,
Axl.
He fights his own fucking fans, dude. Like, oh man, like. And
okay,
you gotta commend him for
listen, and it was said about him by somebody else. If Axl wasn't an asshole, he wouldn't have sold any records.
It's true. Everybody loves a badass, man.
And
like,
so, like, it's a thing of like Axl. I love Axl's like as an artist, a singer. I love Guns N' Roses, my favorite band. But like that divaness of the one thing I like, you know, him going on late for shows. It's
or straight up canceling shows.
You know, you're an entertainer, or at least you're here to entertain your fans. At this moment, this is why you're here, and then you're making us wait for you. Which, like, I saw them as the non-original incarnation, and I had to, like, we were standing there for like an hour and a half, man. My fucking like knees, everything was just sore.
Where was this?
Metro Center.
So you've seen them on
Metro Center then? Yeah,
it was the Chinese Democracy tour.
Yeah, but he did that for fucking years because he had to. Spent fucking 13. Was it? Maybe spent upwards to $20 million on that album, and the album sold like 4 million copies. Some shit like that.
It was one of the most underwhelming albums and you were waiting for this. We were waiting for this for 20 plus years.
I didn't. Well, that's the thing. I think an album that takes 20 plus years to make does not sound good.
I mean, you don't even have the original members when they were thinking of doing Chinese Democracy, man. Like the last album with the original
Chinese Democracy was a hodgepodge of musicians.
It's true, and they had
over time
they were hired guns,
and he'd get people to re-record shit that other people had recorded, and yeah, it's just like, you know, all that time. And Axl is a talented motherfucker. Again, though, he is an asshole, and that divaness, like, it's part of him. But it's like, you know, I think almost any singer of like a frontman caliber, you have to have that ego because you have to fucking bring it every night.
Well, that's like, true, you know, because there's a lot of, I can think of a few.
All the like great singers had ego, like Freddie Mercury.
Freddie Mercury, I mean,
to me, he's the best. Had an ego.
You have to, though. If you're a front man
to be that kind of fucking like,
and if you don't play
confidence,
especially if you're a front man and don't play an instrument, you have to be out there and giving your shit. And you know, maybe you're an asshole every now and again. John's off the podcast today. Sorry, folks, we're out. Done. Sebastian Bach coming next week. Talking about the Roland incident. I'm just kidding. I'm trying to think of some other diva-esque front men and women. Well,
yeah. How many can't you think of? How many guys are there aren't divas?
Oh, here's one that I met. Very obscure Finnish folk metal band from Finland. Like I said, I saw them at Gus's pub.
Kalma. You
Yeah.
talk about them all the time,
dude. Because
you have like such a fucking little crush on them.
Oh man, dude, I had a fucking man boner. No, it's not like that. But I idolized this band since junior high. Found them on
a man boner as opposed to what kind of boner?
Good night, folks. I'm having one right now. But he gave me more than that. Literally. Long story short, I saw one of my most beloved bands. I can't remember the date, like you. This is years ago, before COVID, before, you know, any of this bullshit, when we could still see live shows.
How people remember dates.
Oh, I miss live shows so much. Anyways, this is at Gus's Pub, local here in town. Kalma. They were playing a show in this, you know, Gus's Pub, you know, it's a little hole-in-the-wall bar in Halifax, Nova Scotia. Look it up if you ever go there. So Kalma takes the stage, and they're kind of fucking around. They didn't think that the stage could hold all the gear because they also have keyboardists. And they get back from kind of deliberating what they're going to do. Long story short, I was front row center, and I got to meet Pekka, who was his name, the lead singer. And not only did I meet him, he took remember this? He took my fucking beer. I was having an Olin's. He took my beer out of my hands because I was cheersing him. Like, you know, I'm not going to hit his guitar by accident. He took my beer and drank it and gave it back to me. And I was like, I told you this before. I probably did.
You didn't get herpes.
I don't know. Maybe it's Finnish herpes.
Yeah.
But he gave it back to me, and I was thinking to myself, he drank it. And
where has his mouth?
Yeah. Do I keep drinking my $6 beer I just paid for, or do I keep it as memorabilia? I drank it. And also though, He gave me his guitar pick, and I have a picture, a poster from that night. The poster,
Okay.
it was them. It was their promo shot, and in the frame in the bottom, he gave me his fucking guitar pick, dude. I went to go shake his hand. He takes my hand, literally takes it, pulls it, opens my hand, puts his fucking guitar pick in my palm, and he closes it with his own hand. Dude.
Hand of man touching the hand of God.
Oh man, like, and these are
Pick
these
destiny
guys.
shit.
Dude, like I was hard.
I am black metal.
I was hard the rest of the night, dude. Like I couldn't fucking believe it, man. If you what's the biggest moment for you meeting an artist like that? Like you must have met like your fucking one of your fucking idols, man, or like being a musician yourself. Do you ever have
the closest? Okay, these are my two closest stories.
Right.
One's not as lame as the other.
But it could be any celebrity too, by the way. It
this is the thing.
But...
So I was in Music Stop. ECMAs are happening, and I was like, my mom was. I was like, you'll when I say the names, you'll know the era. So, anyways, I'm going to pick up guitar strings. I just need guitar strings. She was running errands. I was with her, whatever, and I was like, "Okay, can we just stop by Music Stop so I can get strings?" Yeah, sure. It takes me 2 seconds to go in and get strings.
So, Music Stop. This is before Long
Music
McQuaid?
Stop. Yeah, I
Okay,
still call it Music Stop, even though it's called Long
McQuaid.
I'm sorry, Long McQuaid. Yeah, like shout out Long McQuaid. I buy all my shit from you guys, but I still call you Music Stop.
Save 30% off next week if you want. If you like
you're not
this
saving 30%. You're not saving 30% off because I'll have to end up paying that 30%.
Yeah, and we're not doing this podcast ever again. So
then we have like a fucking somebody buys. Dude, this is like $6,000 guitar, man. It's just like so get 30% off.
Let me kill my surroundings.
Yeah, no, we are not. Yeah. Not yet, anyways, but I still call him Music Stop. Anyways, so I'm there, and like there's two guys at the counter talking to the cashier guy, and back then it was really tight quarters. So like you maybe had like 3 feet between where the counter was, and then there's a fence thing to block off, like, you know, that's where a display is or whatever the fuck.
Pre-COVID,
you probably have about 3. This is fucking fucking millennials. Like it's, you know, it's this very, very small space. 2 guys at the counter standing together. I'm sitting in the back, like up against this fence, just staring at them. And honestly, dude, upwards to 10 minutes. I'm standing there. The only guy there at the fucking desk. He's talking to Lawrence Gowan and Bruce Guthrie.
No way. I love Gowan.
And Bruce Guthrie.
I don't really...
I assume these are the 2 guys, like when I looked at them, they looked exactly like who I think these guys were.
Was this the 90s?
Probably.
Wow.
I don't know the time, like, you know, this is post, like, Gowan's heyday. For sure.
Moonlight Desires.
Gowan was great.
One of my favorite. Actually, he became the singer for Styx.
Did he?
Yes, he did.
Makes a lot of sense.
I think it's Styx, anyways. Yeah, I don't know what happened to Buddy Boy.
His voice would be great for that.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah. So, anyways, I love the guy. Like, I do love his music. Great.
That's incredible.
Musician. But anyways, yeah, fucking. And you know what? Like, huge fan. And I'm not the type of guy to do that.
You don't fangirl over them, do you?
And I wasn't 100% sure was who it was. I'm still not 100% sure. The look, faces. Like when I saw both their faces, my first thought was Lawrence Gowan.
Did he
Bruce
have a mullet?
And I knew what Bruce Guthrie looked like because my mom was a fan, and somewhat of a mullet. Bruce Guthrie, if it was him, like had his like brown locks, you know, like. But in Lawrence Gowan. Looked like the age he would be, a little bit of that little spiky kind of half mullety, that age
he always
guy
that
style.
Yeah.
And like he looked the age they were talking with the ECMAs, and I wasn't really too much paying attention because I was pretty much like starting to see red. Like my mom's waiting for me.
What were you buying?
To buy a pack of strings.
Jesus, dude.
And
you could have went to the Folklore Center and saved yourself 5 minutes.
Again, no, you can't. It'd take fucking dude, we're gonna get fucking sued. But yeah, fucking. So, anyways, yeah. So that all happened. Got my strings left. I was just pissed because my mom's gonna be like, "What the fuck?" And she was.
Were they just
well,
fucking
what took so long?
back
They were
and
just
forth?
talking. Like, oh, you guys down here for the ECMAs? Yeah, oh yeah, booty. Yeah, okay.
Lawrence Cowan isn't even from here. What's
no, we were just here. Why not?
Sure.
What else he's got to do?
Moonlight Desires.
This is again way past his heyday. But anyway, so there's that. So this is the other one, which I'm sure these people are these. I know these. Like this is 100% true. I was there.
Which venue so I can plug it next?
Oh no, this wasn't the venue. This was Somersault or Snow Jam, and I can't remember which one. All those are a big fucking blur to me too.
I went to I think it was the first Somersault here in Halifax.
Might have been
fucking amazing.
Snow Jam. It must have been a Somersault. Because I don't remember where.
Was it the Garrison Grounds?
No. This is, or maybe I don't know. It's the fucking hill.
Yeah.
Anyways, so concert's over. They have this huge fence going all around the area, and you got to walk, just bordering the sidewalk type thing. So we're just, concert's done. Everybody, it's just like a line of people just going down this, just like just gaggle people going down the sidewalk.
Condoms off the ground. Go home.
Fence is right there, and all of a sudden, just as I'm walking by, I hear and I look over and I see Prevail from Swollen Members.
Oh no way!
And he looks right at me, and I look right at him, and I know who he is. And I didn't know his name at the time.
Were you
I do like Swollen. I like them.
They were all over the place on Much Music.
I'll listen to their song. Like I don't have any other albums, but I listen to their music on YouTube and shit. Like and that was the thing. Much Music, that's
like, how they got big.
I enjoyed them, and I actually think Mad Child is one of the best rappers. Actually,
see, they're
like people go on like Eminem is great. I understand it, and I love him. But Mad Child, when he's on, that dude's a mad competitor. Like I love hearing him rap. His voice is original. His rap ideas are original. I think he's the best.
I liked Swollen Members because I remember hearing them or seeing them rather on Much Music. Like these guys are actually, I never listened much rap over the years, but these guys had a good sound and have a good sound. I don't know if they're together anymore, but Much Music.
I think they still do or whatever. But
they probably do like pop-up shows every now and then. Maybe not now, but
nobody puts those CDs anymore.
No, well, it's all digital usually. But I mean, back then, spinning it back, Much Music had a huge hand in a lot of the music that I got into. You know what I mean? Like the debut videos were coming out.
Everything.
It's like here's the latest from Tool. Here's the latest from Kitty.
Classic Much. Fucking Loud.
French Kiss, if you're into that kind of shit.
I hated French Kiss.
Oh, there was one video though that I actually asked my Belgian friend at work, and they speak French. I was like, "Do you remember this?"
I'm assuming you didn't speak Chinese.
No, or Mandarin. Which is
no. Okay, dude. Okay, I've got to educate you real quick here. Okay. Mandarin is a form of Chinese.
I know. It's not...
There's Cantonese and probably a billion other
There's different dialects in Chinese.
There's just different languages. There's like fucking French and fucking.
That's why there's Acadian French, there's Quebec French,
like
there's
different
fucking
things.
Apparently, French European versus French Canadian is apparently the European French is the French.
The French.
We have a bastardized version of French.
Quebec French is kind of like how I would say how we have our Canadian accent as opposed to the United States.
Yeah, I think so.
So like again, the about thing, like it's there's that. It's almost to me the same thing in French for probably different ways that they say different shit. I'm not saying they say like vous like a fucking boat or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know.
There's
but there is a different way to like that. Not sorry. There's not a different way too. There's a French way to enunciate things.
Yep.
And then there's Quebec way. which is just again a little like it's Canadian.
Yep.
It's like their accent, their Canadian accent on French,
and also Acadian French.
Acadian is a bastardized version of Franglish, and
and it stems from a lot of Cajun dialect too, because there's a whole history of it and how Acadian French became what it is, and I can spot an Acadian accent like a drop of a hat, because I grew up with an Acadian family down the road.
Yeah.
And they had this thick ass, fucking French ass accent. They spoke in English when we were there. They were my old babysitter, but
we have a friend who was Acadian, and
now she's not. She's now Korean.
No, this is a guy, and he's Korean. But no, so he's Acadian or whatever, from Acadia, and. We also knew a girl from, I think, New Brunswick or Quebec. I can't really remember. But they couldn't understand each other's French.
That's the thing.
Sorry, he could understand her French. She couldn't understand his French.
Yeah,
it's this against a bastardized.
It is
language.
Because I work at work. I work with two guys. One's Quebec French and one's Belgian French, and there's different variations of what they say. They can understand each other for sure, and sometimes if they don't want us to know what they're talking about, they'll speak in French. The accent for sure. And the guy from Belgium, he actually is quite good at speaking English, and I can understand him. Sometimes he says to me, sometimes he'll revert back to French when he's angry or if he's drunk. He forgets how to speak. Not forgets, but he kind of, when he's frazzled, he will start to kind of revert back to French because it's what he's comfortable with. And when he's at home, his wife's from Belgium too. There's no English. It's all Belgianese.
Well, if it's your first natural language, like for me, like I took a few French lessons and I wanted to take more, but I just had the opportunity.
I wish I was multilingual.
I wish I paid more attention when I was a kid in school.
Same.
I know everybody. It's a funny thing actually, because everybody said that to me when I was a kid, and they're like, "Oh," I'm like, "Oh, fuck off! I don't need to know." It's like, "Oh, you're never gonna have a calculator." Yeah, I do.
Good night, folks.
But anyways, yeah, like so, I'll say I can read it pretty well. I shouldn't even say pretty well. I can kind of read it, comparatively speaking. Like if it's written, I can. Like when I can start to recognize words and recognize how the sentence is going.
Can you speak?
What's being talked about? That's the worst part. I actually shouldn't say it's not the worst part. It is an easier part, but I'm very, very super, super insanely rusty. But hearing it is a fucked up part too, because the speed of which the language is normally spoken, like if I see it in a movie or something, I can't. It's like like that's all I hear. And but if it was spoken slowly, like say like je parle anglais, like okay, you can see, you can do that. They'll be like je parle anglais. I was like, what?
Yeah, I for me especially, like when
sorry, I'm gonna stop you for a sec because we went off on a whole French tangent. I was talking with Swollen members.
Going back, does he speak French? Actually, I think he does. I think
probably does. Prevail. So anyways, so this is what happens. Prevail comes and he looks over at me. He looks right at me, and I look right at him.
What's up?
And he goes, hey. And I'm like, hey, hold this. And he pulls over half a bottle of vodka. Hands it to me. I'm holding it. Like I'm just like in this. I'm in this moment, and I'm like just kind of like. I guess I just do what he asks.
Do I take a sip? Do I
that was my first thought. Is like I hope he offers me a shot because I will take it. But anyways, and I don't even like vodka.
I can take it or leave it.
But yeah, so he jumps over the fence. I was like, thanks, man. I'm like, cool. Anyways,
that's it.
No.
Oh.
Mad Child goes up to the fence. He's like, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, there's that fucking weird dude who's like chasing us around, and like and then Mad Child's like, the security guard already got him, it's taken care of. He's like, just come back over. And like, Okay, so he pans his bottle of man child, and then he's starting to jump over the fence.
Back into the venue?
Back in.
Okay.
A security guard sees him, like, not aware of really what's going on at the time, just sees a guy trying to jump the fence.
Know it's him.
Yeah, so like security guards like come and like, hey, like, you know, and I'm like trying, I just like, no. Like I didn't have words.
They're allowed.
It's like things happening, but so security guards coming over to try to stop Prevail from jumping back over to the fence, but the other security guards on the other side is like, no, help him over.
They must have. Do they have tags or like?
I don't know. I don't remember. I was probably drunk, and you know, again, like this moment was just like
it happened so fucking fast. Like
yeah, it did. It was fucking super fast. Way faster than how long it's taken me to tell the story.
Did you get to meet them or like even fucking?
Not even a meeting, anything. They just went and was like, okay, like what? I can't like say, hey, can I hop the fence with you? And my girlfriend at the time was there. My girlfriend was there, and it's like would have been a deal, and it was just like it was just me.
You could have drank with.
I was like, if it was just me, I would have probably pushed a tinge.
I would have fucking jumped over with
but no, you would have. It was like, yeah, but you know.
So they easily hopped the fence. Like, how did they get over?
It wasn't easy. It was a fucking like 6-foot fence.
I don't know how the fuck did they get over? And if they're
it's a fence, man.
If they're the talent, can't they just walk the fuck?
It's not fucking, you know, it's fence. They're not fucking like they're fit guys.
I wonder if like they're the talent. They can just walk right the fuck in the gate. Like, here's my tag.
Gate's like a fucking half a mile away. You're not gonna. You're fucking. You just hop the fence. You can hop it again to get back.
I was front row center at Somersault.
Sorry.
For fucking.
Wait.
Oh, sorry. You done?
So there was.
This happens a lot, folks.
So there was that those two, and then I feel like there's somebody else. I fucking missed meeting Dimebag. All of Damage Plan, actually.
When the Slayer show?
Slayer was playing.
Yeah, I was at that show.
Slayer was playing. And I had to go take a leak. I take a leak. Like, it's a mattress center. We're on the floor. I go upstairs, take a leak, come back. So a good 10, 15 minutes, whatever it takes to do all that fucking walking and shit. I come back. My girlfriend comes up to me. She was with my friend at the time. We were together, but she was like, you know, I went to take a leak. They were there. Her and my friend got like, were right there when Damage Plan walked through the crowd. They got to meet. Hey,
I didn't know that.
Like, yeah, they walked through the crowd then while Slayer was playing. I would have been with them.
Oh man, if you didn't
at that thing, I didn't have to. Dude, I didn't know fucking Damage Plan was gonna just show up in the fucking crowd, but they did. And like Melissa was like, I touched Dimebag's sweaty back, and
even that's
and my buddy was a huge Winnie Paul fan, and who wasn't really then for drummers, and fucking, you know, he got to meet him. He actually got his stick.
That's legendary.
Yeah, but like I miss that because of Mother Nature.
Oh, that's you could have met isn't he one of your guitar playing idols too? Like,
no, Dimebag's the best. Worst part about it, he dies like 6 months later.
I know. I remember waking up and seeing that article. It's like, dude, are you fucking kidding me? Dude?
I was
Columbus,
working.
Ohio.
I was working at Subway. I'm lunch rush.
That's how fucking long ago it was too. You were working at Jesus.
Dude, I was like, yeah. I was working at Subway. It's lunch rush. Just going, and lunch rush is lunch rush at Subway. You know, you're just going. Anyways, these two guys that were serving food are like, they're starting talking together. They're like, you hear about that guy who died, that metal guy? I think he's like that drummer or something from that band. And I was like, got shot. I'm like, I was like, Dimebag, wasn't he the drummer or something? Like, Dimebag? Like Pantera Dimebag? And like, yeah, guitar player. Like, yeah, he got shot last night. Like, what? And like, I just saw this guy 6 months ago. At this point in my life, huge fucking like guy in my life. And
influenced a lot of people.
Yeah. Man. And I'm finding this news out and I can't stop. Like it was like fucking like one of the most like it was heartbreaking for me. Like it was just like I was zombified just
at work too. The worst thing
at work at the busiest time, and I cannot stop. I can't go like I gotta go. One of my favorite guitarists just died.
Apparently,
like what am I supposed to say?
Yeah, like dude, like make this bologna sandwich. I gotta go.
Yeah, no, like it's well, no. So anyway, sorry. I'm cutting you off. Just
no, that's fine. We cut each other off all the. I got a criticism the other one of our podcasts. One of my friends said we cut each other off too fucking much, too much.
Should call it the cutoff.
Finish your fucking story.
So anyways, I called my buddy at the time. He was my drummer, and I call him up, and I'm like, "Do you know?" He's like, "No, what?" Dimebag got shot last night. He's dead. He's like, "What?" He started crying on the phone.
No way.
Yeah, man. Like
he touched a lot of lives, man.
Dude, me and your brother were here on shrooms. Great fucking night. Great night, right? We went for walks and all that shit. Come back.
Were you living here?
No. Or I don't remember. Anyways, like we're like this is like, a third, fourth hour after we took the shroom, so we're on our come down. I'm on the fucking balcony having a smoke, looking at Blabbermouth, Vinnie Paul, dead.
Yeah, I remember that too.
And so like, and I'm like, I have to go tell my friend, my drummer
friend,
one of my best friends, his brother, like my drummer for like most of my career, whatever fucking career I had, but like, and we're hanging out, we're having a great time with shrooms, and I'm looking at this on the balcony, and I'm like, and this is Vinnie Paul, like
it
probably
just
like
happened?
Just found like this is just found out. Like I just found out. I knew he didn't know.
How did John take it?
We were silent for like a good long while. We were fucking stoned.
You can't. Yeah, you wouldn't be able to process.
It wasn't a process. Like I couldn't even fucking think about it. Like I did think about it. Like that's all. I was like, what the fuck do I do now? Like Vinnie Paul. Like it's Vinnie. It's like
he was one of the heart and souls of Pantera, dude. Like he's
as a drummer,
and the brother of Dimebag Darrell.
Yeah,
the Abbott brothers, man. Like
Vinny and fucking Dimebag, and they both pass away way too early in life.
Apparently, Vinny's diet had a big stint in that because
I can imagine
red meats and fucking whiskey and fucking he probably smoked dope.
I think that
Pantera.
That's actually kind of good because I need to fucking piss.
Okay.
Okay, so sorry about that, folks. There's fucking issues with me not having an engineer and having to do all this shit myself.
So this episode is now 5 weeks old.
So there's clipping every once in a while, some cutoffs, and we apologize for the interruptions. Our last dialogue was about Pantera.
Yes.
So yeah, Pantera.
When you missed your fucking chance to meet one of the most legendary guitarists in metal history.
Like again, like 6 months before he died too, which was like a brutal fucking like again it was a brutal blow. That time, like the worst time to fucking like get anything was just like I can't.
It was a bad.
I can't like process. I'm working. I can't process right now.
Yep. Did you finish out the shift?
I had to. Like again, I can't fucking say, "Oh, my favorite guitar player died."
Yeah, it's gonna be.
Like
that won't hold water.
No
management. So
they don't give you.
If it's a family member,
bereavement.
Sure,
they don't give you bereavement for your.
Oh fuck! My favorite librarian's dead. I gotta go. Yeah,
if they gave you bereavement, like, okay, Lemmy died and need to fucking take that day
that's
off.
another one.
Dave Bowie died, need to take that day off. Chris Cornell died, I have to take that day off.
Alexi Laiho, man. Like, I love Children of Bodom.
I've said this maybe before, but this is a morbid thing that I think about, and it's unfortunate. So, and I think I counted it. It's 9 people that I've seen live are now passed away. So like, you know, Prince, Jeff Healey, Dime, Vinny, fucking
David Bowie. Did you ever see
I've never seen Dave Bowie.
Been a great show.
Did I say Lemmy?
No.
Lemmy, fucking Alexi.
Chris Cornell?
I didn't see Chris Cornell.
No,
Odorous Arungus.
Right. Yeah, I was at the Halifax show when Gore played.
Like, and there's some I just can't think about it. And it's like, man, I'm 40 years old, and it's like, wow.
It's depressing, man.
Yeah, and Alexi Laiho, again, he's 2 years older than him. Again, so like, it's okay. You're drinking all that much, and you're doing all those drugs.
You gotta catch up, folks.
Unless you're Lemmy.
Yeah, Lemmy was a fucking shock. I'm surprised Ozzy is still up and.
Oh, dude, there's a bunch of people that were still surprised they're alive.
Keith fucking Richards, for Christ's sakes, man.
But like, you know, Lemmy somehow, like, again, like, so he was like 69, 70 years old when he died. Okay, but the guy was doing that much fucking shit in his life.
Dude, he drank and smoked every fucking day.
I was sad that he died, but it wasn't like, you know, he's 70 years old. The dude, if I lived to be 70 years old, if I lived to be 60 years old, living Lemmy's life,
you've already won.
You've won.
You've already won.
Yeah, like, you're fine.
He's a fucking legend.
I can't feel bad for this guy. And now I'll say the same thing when you got guys like Prince and Michael and all that stuff. And it's like, yeah, there was more to give for a lot of these guys for us. But at the same time, you look at their lives, you know, they're good. Dime was cut short.
Dime was killed by a maniacal.
Jeff Healey was only like 44 years old when he died.
How did he die again? I don't remember.
Cancer, I think.
It was cancer, yeah. There's a lot of. I mean, look at the 27 Club. The guys that died at 27: Jim Morrison and fucking Janis Joplin, Jimi Hendrix, fucking Kurt Cobain. I must be missing a few in there, but
yeah, there's another one.
Drugs became very habitual for these individuals. I mean, the thing with Kurt Cobain, was it suicide or was it set up? We'll probably never fucking know, but did she do it?
Part of me, as the anti-conspiracy theorist, is like, it's because people want it to be.
Yeah.
They do. Because nobody liked her being married to Kurt, and that's what people want. They want, like, you know, and either way, okay, so say, even if she didn't, like, you know, set it up, people probably still think she's probably the catalyst as to why he did it and all this shit. And then, like, and who knows? And this is going to be the worst thing, though. This would be the worst thing, honestly, is if she is completely innocent in the matter and all her life people are blaming her.
Yep.
Like, so it's like, and you can't, again, it's like, you got to be,
always have that stigma.
You got to be innocent until proven guilty. There's no proving it anymore. Like, it's going to be proven, it'd be proven by now.
And there's been countless fucking conspiracy theories about it. Like,
countless, but
it must be hell for Courtney Love to live like that, man, because a lot of people do blame her for Kurt Cobain. I mean, he also had a lot of health issues as well. He had, like, he also drug issues as well. But also he had, like, ulcers, I guess.
Yeah, there's reasons he took the drugs, and it wasn't all because of Courtney.
yeah.
But, like, if at all because of Courtney. Like, I don't know I really don't know what kind of, like, you know, person she is at all, aside from
she's
what
supposed to be pretty psychotic, man.
Well, okay, so what we see as a widow to the man of the 90s and being bombarded with, you know, you killed him. Like, what do you think that's going to do to a person? Whether they did it or not.
Your life, man.
I'll say, whether she did it or not, that kind of psycho fucking shit. Like, what do you expect? What we we are as a society are doing that.
Yep.
You know,
we're
maybe
judging people based on information we don't have.
yeah.
Like,
And who knows what she would have done or not done and all this shit if we were like just supportive. Like, you know, same shit that happened with Yoko Ono. And
yeah,
you know, it's just like everybody wants
he's
to blame
still in jail.
the person.
The guy Chapman.
Oh yeah,
Mark
nobody's
Chapman,
gonna fucking let free the guy. Who
I don't
killed
think
John
he's
Lennon.
gonna see the light of day again. Like, so speaking, going back,
Pantera
Dime. We don't have his signature drink, Blacktooth Grin, which is Seagram's and Coke. I thought it was.
I think you're right.
I think it's Seagram's and Coke, which is it was a concoction. I believe that Dime made up. Blacktooth Grin.
Which is fucking one with the moose on it.
What?
Or whatever the fuck it is.
What, the booze?
Deer. Yeah. Jaeger.
Oh yeah, Jaeger. Oh, was it Jaeger?
I think it's Jaeger and some shit. I know he was a big Jaeger guy.
I think it was Seagram's.
I don't like
Again,
Jaeger.
we'll look it up. Yeah. We're great
look
at
it up
research.
your fucking self.
Yeah.
You know what I'm gonna say? Okay. I have some pet peeves. This is pet peeve time. You know what really grinds my gears? But I'm gonna say this, pet peeve time. Okay. And maybe I understand it to a point of, you know, trying to get, you know, people talking to you online, but when I see videos of like, you know, reaction videos and shit, it's just like, oh man, who's playing that solo? Let me know. Look it up your own goddamn self.
Well, when people...
You got Google. You're watching like a music video from a band you never heard of, and like, man, that guitar player is good. Mm-hmm. What's his name? It's like, let me know. It's like, no, fine.
Like people react
to.
Like...
I love reaction videos. I just hate it when people are like.
Those? I see them pop up every now and again.
So
like,
no, it really depends.
Vocal trainer reacts to Freddie Mercury. Is like, oh, he's really good. This is Queen.
Yeah, it's like, let us know, people, how you like this. It's like, you know, like, figure it out your own damn self.
I discovered a guy, Dennis Pauna, I think his name is, on YouTube. He has these videos and he plays his own instruments. What if this band played this album or this song? And he did one of them. And I sent it to John and Chris, my brothers. And it's, what if Typo Negative played Master of Puppets by Metallica? And it's hauntingly... I'll have to show you after this wrap.
It's probably slower, eh?
It's like, a lot slower.
So, like, what is it? Like, fucking, like, 25 minutes long?
No. But I don't know the timing, but I'll show you. His voice, if you close your eyes, that's another singer that that we lost, Peter Steele. It's Peter.
I've never seen him live.
Have you a Typo fan? You never got into Typo Negative, did you?
I like Black Number One.
Me and John.
No,
you never
honestly,
got into fucking Typo
I like Black Number One and the other one.
Oh, you're so predictable.
No, I'm not saying predictable.
That's the music video everybody knows. A Christian Woman.
Their hits. What's the other one?
Christian Woman.
No, the other one. Black Number One.
Black Number One, Christian Woman. They covered.
It's not a cover.
It's not a cover. My girlfriend's girlfriend.
My girlfriend's girlfriend.
Yep, which is a great song too.
So I just think they're funny songs.
That's
it. It's not that. And honestly, I'm not even big into the music. Listen.
It's not all joke. I mean, there's a lot of tongue-in-cheek shit, but
listened to Typo Negative multiple times because of you and your brother.
I know. I'm surprised you lived with John, and you must have heard him play it.
Dude, your brother finds a band,
and he sticks with it, doesn't he?
Yeah, like I heard Paul Bearer every day for like at least a month.
He's the same with me. It's the same with me because if I discover,
and it's just like, come on, now listen.
It's funny you say
I'll power to him. You like him, whatever. But again, but I'll say like, fucking Typo Negative. Like I understand it. I dig. Like to a point. It's not my deal.
No, I get that because it's not everybody likes that kind of slow droning vocal style, and
to me there was this, and I understand like actually also there's some cheesiness to Black Number One and My Girlfriend's Girlfriend.
Yeah,
but to me there's like a cheesiness. Yeah, there's like just a cheesiness on them all together that just like
you need to listen to
like
the albums.
but don't
listen
I've
to
listened
the
to them
hits.
through you guys. Like
I'm gonna send you some links.
I'm probably gonna get a lot of hate because I'm not gonna say because I can't get too much hate at this moment.
All
but,
2 viewers of our show.
But no, like just there's just bands that I just don't dig.
What's a band that I'm gonna give you 2 questions before we go. A band that you think is that everybody likes but you hate, and what's a band that you think is so underrated it's disgusting? It's a loaded question.
Rush comes to mind for the first answer.
Really? And why?
I absolutely have like the utmost respect for Rush and their musicianship. Yeah, what they do is they do it great. And what they do it great. It's not my music at all. Is it the vocals?
A lot of it's the vocals.
A lot of it's the vocals, but again, just the like a progressive rock is just not my. I don't. It's not what I dig. I like shit with more attitude, more like that, like hard rock, punk, metal. Yep. Just but like the fucking the good attitude-y fucking shit. No matter how simple or how complex it is, I've got attitude. I like it. I just don't get any attitude from.
No, there's no Rush. Attitude with Rush.
It's just like
they've been called a thinking man's rock band.
They are. And it's true. And it's not even that they have to be, because there's songs like honestly, like there's songs like Tom Sawyer and shit like that. I do enjoy the song. Like I like the song, but I just don't like in general. I don't like Rush.
If you want a little bit more attitude, though, with Rush, I suggest you listen to Vapor Trails.
No, I've listened. No, I've heard that too. And actually, I did actually I actually really liked the sound of it. Actually, to me, it sounded more raw.
Metal. Yeah, it's like a hard rock album.
Yeah, it sounded raw, and that's what I like. More raw. Just not shit that's like overproduced or just produced to perfection, like fucking like Nickelback or any of that shit. Which is a band that everybody hates that I hate as well.
it became bandwagoning when who do you hate? Well, Slipknot is another one. Slipknot are talented, but Corey Taylor is way full of himself.
Back to the subject of divas and being that ego to be that person.
Corey Taylor, he's successful.
I think he is a smart man.
He's a businessman.
His lyrics aren't like some of them are like like fucking like very like I shouldn't say very. Some of them are groundbreaking. For the most part, like it's just he writes very well. But it's a style. Something that I don't really enjoy to a certain sense, but I do enjoy his way of doing it. Like that's Slipknot. Like it was new. Okay, so Slipknot to me is like that end echelon of new metal.
Yeah.
Like they were like to me the last new metal band that came out that sounded original. Didn't sound like Korn. Didn't sound like Limp Bizkit. Didn't sound like any of that fucking shit. They had their own thing. They were fucking metal. The guy can wail. The guy can just fucking like he can sing.
Talented as fuck.
Yeah, like he is a talented musician. I don't hate Slipknot. I don't actively listen to him, but I never turn them off. Type thing.
I never hate
anything that he really does. Of the Corey, I'm more of a Corey Taylor fan than I'll say a Slipknot fan because I do dig some of his other shit.
Or like Stone Sour, like his more soft,
to a point.
Because funny enough, because he's not even an original member of Slipknot. He was in Stone Sour first, and then the original singer fucked off somehow. And
I like his personality. I like him as a personality a lot.
He seems really personable, and if you met him in real life, he'd be like kind of the guy.
Yeah, but also like again, he's like. I think he's a smart man. But yeah, okay, sorry, go on. So you said Slipknot.
I was gonna say.
Okay, so what was your other part to your question?
Who do you think is like
underrated?
Criminally underrated as a band.
Criminally underrated. Okay, criminally underrated. I'm I'm gonna think about that, and then I want you to answer your own question. Yeah, answer your own questions while I think about that.
All right. I'm gonna start with underrated. And
please don't say Rush.
No, criminally underrated, and this is gonna shock you a little bit, and I try to get you into them. Is Killer Dwarfs?
Oh God.
Yes, because one, they're Canadian. Two,
they're Motley Crue with a Canadian accent.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, a lot of it is. A lot of it is.
That's all I get from that.
And
I love
it's true because I remember
yeah.
Crew's got some good shit, man. But I think Killer Dwarfs didn't get their proper due. I mean, they're still active. I mean, they're not really putting out albums. But lastly, I heard before the COVID shit, they were still actively playing shows. So Killer Dwarfs, massively, massively, massively underrated. They toured with Maiden in the 80s.
Everybody
fucking Iron Maiden, dude. Yeah, but you've made it. Iron Maiden? Forget it. You've made it as a band.
Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready?
You're underrated?
No.
What?
My mother partied with Iron Maiden.
Your mom?
And Twisted Sister.
Go on?
And no, Dee Snider is not my dad.
Neither is Bruce Dickinson, but
no, yeah, I was like probably 3 years old. I don't know how old I was. It was in the 80s. But they were touring. Iron Maiden was here touring with Twisted Sister.
Yep.
Mother partied and her friend partied up with them in the Holiday Inn. Mom said she just like she goes, "They're just as ugly with the makeup off."
Oh yeah.
She's not into metal or anything. She was always just into like more R&B pop stuff, and she was just there just to just her friend was there. It's like, all right, let's go. Anyways, she says she sat down most of the night, just talked with Dee Snider. He was married and all this shit at the time. I'm sure he's I don't know what his deal is, but like they just sat and talked. He said he was a nice guy, polite guy, and all this stuff. And then left. She wasn't a groupie or didn't do anything. And again, Dee Snider's not my dad, but yeah,
that'd be legendary if he was.
Yeah, but no, my mom partied with like Iron Maiden and Twisted Sister at the Holiday Inn.
In like a hotel room?
Whatever they fucking do. I don't know. I assume a room. Maybe they had a floor to the whole fucking.
Was it?
I would assume the whole band and all the people would probably get a floor too.
They probably had the ball.
It's Iron Maiden.
They
back
probably
in
had the
the
ball.
80s.
Wait, was it Diano era or
no Dickinson?
Okay.
Yeah.
Still.
Because
your mom partied with fucking metal royalty, dude. Like
yeah.
And talk to Dee Snider. Dee Snider's a fucking. Yeah, he's full of himself, but I get what he's about, and I actually like Dee Snider a lot, and he fought for the.
Again, he's full of himself. It's singers, man. You gotta think about
that.
It's part of the art form.
You have to carry yourself a certain way as a lead singer.
I get to hide behind a guitar. Drummer gets to hide behind a drum set. Singer has to be right. That's what
Dave Grohl said too. Dave Grohl hid behind his drum set when he was in Nirvana, but then when he stepped up to be the front man, he fucking hit. Foo Fighters, incredible band. Some people will say they're a little overrated. I disagree. They are popular, and they're popular for a reason. But they got some good shit. He's paid his dues. I like Nirvana to an extent. Never really.
Yeah, I'm saying. Actually,
never really got into them.
I didn't even really like the Foo Fighters when I first really was like listening to them.
I love the Foo Fighters when I first hit.
Nowadays, yeah, I love the Foo Fighters and
Dave Grohl.
Their longevity is like
it's legendary. They've been through
a lot of different musicians, but yeah, no, like since fucking like 95-ish, like.
And Pat Smear was even before he was in Foo Fighters. He was the sessions musician with Nirvana. You can see him. You can see him with the MTV Unplugged.
Backup guitar.
And Pat Smear became. I don't know if Pat Smear.
So you said your first underrated band was Killer Dwarfs.
Yeah.
And so who was the other band? What was the other question? Who was the band that everybody loves that you hate?
Oh, that's a loaded question.
We have like the opposite problem. Yeah. Like you can't figure out that band for you, and I'm trying to think of underrated. There's too many underrated bands.
Everybody likes them, and I'm gonna try to think a band I can't stand. And I'm not gonna name like Led Zeppelin. I'm not gonna name like fucking The Who or I'm gonna try to go a little bit more modern. One of them that comes to mind. Okay, two of them. It's a tie. Greta Van Fleet and the Sheepdogs.
Okay, I don't count those. One's a Led Zeppelin cover band, and the other one's a an Allman Brothers cover band. Like they don't count. They're cover bands. Don't count.
All right. I'll go a little more original. I don't get the love for. Jesus, this is too much music. I'm not prepared for this one at all.
And you could put this question on me first.
Oh, I know.
I like how this turns around.
Yeah, dude. Tables have turned massively. I'm trying to think. I'm even like, yeah, dude.
Excellent. Thank you.
Smithers, release the hounds.
You missed it. Excellent. Thank you.
Now remember.
No.
Smile when you answer the question.
There's a couple inside references we'll get to sometime.
How's the beer, John? Delicious, is it not?
Oh God.
Best Valentine's video.
No, the excellent thank you, my reference for that. You know what that is?
Yes.
It's Mr. Burns doing you interviewing. Whatchamacallit there? What's his name? Dave.
What was that?
Tool guy.
Oh, yeah. Dave Bottrell.
Dave Bottrell.
Yeah. Excellent, thank you. Yeah, thanks.
Excellent, thank you.
David.
Yeah. We'll talk about that another time.
Yeah.
Anyways, a band that everybody loves that you hate, and I got to think of somebody who's underrated that I don't think we'll figure it out this episode. I have to think on it because there's a lot of bands that I fucking think are underrated that I love.
There's just too many.
But at some point, sometimes I can, as a musician, I can understand why they're underrated, and it doesn't bother me. Supposed to be underrated.
Yeah, I mean,
you need those. You need bands that are underrated.
Like, there's so many other bands that are better. Like,
because if there wasn't underrated bands, then we won't have the plethora.
Well, I'm trying to think of a band that I can't stand any of the music. I'll immediately turn off the radio.
I bet you I can answer that for you. U2.
See, I like some U2. I do. I'll be that guy. In the 80s, they had some good shit.
All right, we're done here.
Cheers me. Going back.
No, we're not cheersing on U2. Fuck no.
Let's cheers to the fact that we both seen Dimebag together. We were at that same show.
And we've seen, let's cheers. Oh, Malcolm Young. You've seen him too.
AC/DC.
Malcolm has passed away. He is the only artist. Sorry, not the only artist. So to the artists we've seen together, Dime, Vinny, Malcolm.
Were you at the Motorhead concert?
Yeah. Lemmy. Hiccup. Okay, so to the
bands
we've seen together. AC/DC, Motorhead. Oh, the people. So Malcolm, Dimebag, Lemmy.
Also Vinny. Oh, were you at the Bodum show when they played at the Canard Center? Alexi.
Did you see Guar?
Yes.
Odorous,
Urungus.
And honestly, that's one of my saddest of the bunch.
David Brockie is his real name, by the way.
Yeah, Dave Brockie.
Who is insanely talented. Also, that's a band that's underrated.
Guar.
That never got their due.
Guar's my answer.
There you go.
Guar's my answer.
I mean, everybody knows Guar, but
they don't know Guar.
Unless you're I've loved Guar since I was a kid.
I kind of want to listen to Saddam Go-Go right now.
Oh man.
But no, listen.
Black and Huge.
I learned Guar. I learned of Guar through Empire Records.
Oh, excellent movie, by the way, too.
Best. Not
Renee Zellweger's hot as fuck.
Dude,
so
we're saying Liv Tyler, that dude who's eventually in Law or CSI. It's just a fun fucking movie.
It's actually one of my memories and I's favorite movies to watch.
That guy looks like Andy Garcia, but it's not. It's a really fun movie.
It's a fantastic film.
To Rex Manning.
Rex Manning Day, yeah.
Rex Manning
who's
Day.
Also apparently an asshole.
So
also
a singer though.
Yeah, that's true.
True.
Also,
but listen, but no, sorry. So so I saw fucking Empire Records, saw Market eaten by the fucking plant. Second I saw that, that was my goal in life. I wanted to get eaten by the plant. I went to see Guar. It didn't have the plant, but I was front row, and I was fucking sprayed with green and white and whatever, all the shit. Like I was Guard, and the stain stayed for 2 days on my skin.
But that's like, legendary, and it was dude.
The
fake
one of the best things I've ever, like, seeing Guar live was.
And we got to see Guar in its entirety with the original singer, because they as you know, David Brockie has died, but they kept the band going with another singer.
The new guys, they're just a cover band now.
Yeah, it's true. You can't really capture the same magic as David Brockie as Odorous. Also, that was such a legendary
Odorous show. Dave Brockie, like, was like, that dude's punk.
He's punk. Also, I'll take another step. He started a band with Guar out of their attire, and they called it Rog.
Yeah,
which is Guar backwards. Yeah. And they perform out of costume. And I saw a live video.
It's so weird to see him not be an alien. He looks fucking singing.
Normal, dude. Like, apparently he's supposed to be incredibly fucking nice to hang out with. Didn't Dave hang out with him at one of our friends?
Dave met him. No, Dave
met a couple of them.
Dave meet him?
I'm pretty sure Beefcake. He met Beefcake.
Yeah.
The big fucker. They were drinking after the show at fucking Maxwell's Plum.
I think you're right.
Yeah. One of our friends got to hang out with a couple of members of Guar, which is, dude. I mean, think of the stories, man. Like,
Jeff Henneman.
That's right, Jeff Henneman.
To all our fallen heroes.
Cheers. Thinking there's going to be some
all
more
in one.
We can think of.
Woo-hoo.
Cheers. Until next time, folks.